Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday. I said I was gonna take today off, but it didn't work out. The wife had to go catch up on some work, and then she also kind of yelled at me a little bit. She said, "Hey, you have a $20,000 engine you need to pay for. Better get to work." And she's right. I better get to work. I gotta pay for that engine. Well, here we are. We are in El Cajon. It's a little warm today. It's a little warm for San Diego. It's not as bad as Phoenix, but it's a little bit warm. But yeah, we're gonna get these three dropped off. They're actually dropping off, all three of them, at this location here. So that's very, very convenient. And once we get these three dropped off right here, we're gonna come right across the street over here and pick one up. So yeah, that's awesome. And then we have one in Odessa, which is about 20 minutes south. So we're gonna go get that one picked up. And I just right now, as we're talking on the phone, seeing a little alert pop up. So I just bid on one, picking up here in San Diego. Yesterday I was bidding all day for vehicles. I tried to get them for $450. It just wasn't happening. No one was paying $450. I even bid some for $400, and as soon as I hit enter on the bid, they were gone. So one just popped up as I was parking the truck, so I bid on it, and I just now got the alert that one is a car wave, so they're going to be paying $430 on it. I'll find out where it's picking up. Hopefully it's not too far from here. It shouldn't be. It says San Diego. It's not Escondido or Oceanside or anything like that, so it should be pretty close to here. One thing I am going to do today, I'm gonna show you guys how I use Super Dispatch. This weekend I just learned how to record on my screen, so kind of excited about that. My stepdaughter showed me how to do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and record my screen and show you guys how I use Super Dispatch. Time to get these guys unloaded. Okay, here are the three vehicles that we are dropping off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into my Super Dispatch app, and we're gonna get them all inspected. We're gonna do our walk around, and then we're gonna get our signature for our BOL. So here we go. We tap on that Super Dispatch app, and we get into menus. We hit pickup. We tap on our car, and here we go. We take pictures of every corner. And then when we take pictures of every corner, we also take pictures of the key. Make sure you get a picture of the key. And also the miles on the odometer. It's not required on the Super Dispatch app, but I still get the miles on the odometer, just to be safe. After that, you hit save and collect your signature, and that's it. After that, if the customer wants a BOL, you'll get another screen that'll prompt up after you collect the signature, hit save, and then you just email it to the customer. Now, watching the video, I just noticed I went through that pretty fast, a little too fast. So I'll go ahead and record another Super Dispatch and slow down on that. That'll probably be on Thursday's video. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'll go and slow down on the next Super Dispatch on Thursday. And here is our first pickup right across the street. Little Kia Soul. So what we'll do, we'll get this one inspected, and then we'll get it loaded up. What I usually do, I bring them out to the truck, and that way I have all kinds of room to do my walk around inspection. And then what I'll do, I'll load it up real quick and take another visual, because there's sometimes where you're up here and this is your eye level right here, and down there, especially in the front bumpers, sometimes you'll get a scratch at the front bumper if you're just in a hurry and you won't catch it. So what I'll do my walk around, and then I'll load it up, and I'll do a quick visual inspection again one more time before I leave or before I go get the signature, just to make sure that I got everything. Because there's been times where I've delivered cars and you have scrapes like way down here, and it won't show on the picture. So if I do find something, then what I'll do, I'll go back in, I'll take another picture, and I'll notate it on the inspection. But I'm gonna jump back into Super Dispatch here, so I could do my walk around. Show you guys what the walk around involves on a pickup. Okay, open up our Super Dispatch app. We're gonna go to New, and we're gonna tap on our vehicle. Our information is gonna pop up. We're gonna go down to Start Inspection, and then we're gonna take pictures. Sometimes on certain pickups, they have certain requirements on you. They want you to take pictures of the corners, the windshield, and the keys before it lets you go to the next prompt. So just follow whatever Super Dispatch wants you to do, and it also lets you take extra pictures. So if you see some damage on there that you really want to notate, you can always take extra pictures. And like always, I always take pictures of the odometer as well. That's just physical proof that you haven't been driving the vehicle around. So it's not required, but I recommend taking pictures of the odometer every time. And the more pictures, the better. I mean, if you see damage, take pictures. Now, when you do see damage, you also should mark it on your picture. So if you look at the left corner over here, you'll see all kinds of little descriptions. And if you tap on one of those descriptions, it'll actually let you place it on the picture itself, just like that. So just go through, notate all your damage on the vehicle, and do on every corner picture. The more notations you have, the better. If there's a crack on the windshield or a chip on the windshield, make sure you mark that. There might be times where you take pictures of the windshield and it's not showing up on the photo, but as long as you mark it on the photo with one of those identifiers, then you should be fine. And always look at the windshield. I mean, sometimes people are rushing through and they'll take a picture of the windshield, or sometimes they won't even take a picture of the windshield, but they won't mark the damage. And at that point, if you don't mark the damage, then you could be held liable for a windshield. Once again, just go to your next corner picture, know all the damages, and it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Super Dispatch made it very simple. Now we're at the other corner. Same thing, we're going to notate all the damage. The more notes, the better. Make sure you cover your ass. That way you won't be held liable for any damages. And once again, I can't stress how important it is to take these pictures and notate any damage. Some of these dealerships will sit there and argue with you, but if you have it notated, there's really no argument there. Okay, after you take your pictures, then you go and say if you go to your next prompt. And when you're picking up vehicles, it's asking for a little bit more notations. They're gonna ask you for mileage. You're gonna physically type in the mileage on it, and then you have all these other questions. They're yes/no questions. Just go through and hit yes/no on those. Sometimes if you're picking up an in-op, it's not drivable, so you mark no on that. Then you wanna see if there's a windshield intact. If not, mark no on it. Same thing with any side glass, any door glass. If it's intact, mark yes on it. If it's missing, broken, just mark no. For the title part, sometimes the IAA or Copart, they'll hand you a title, so just mark yes on the title. If not, then mark no on the title. You also want to mark down how many keys you have, how many remotes you have for those keys. And also headrests. Believe it or not, I picked up vehicles with missing headrests. So you always want to mark that down. Cargo covers are mostly in SUVs. Once you pop the hatchback, the hatch in the back, there'll be a little cargo cover, so mark if that's there or not. And then just go down the list. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. There's one on the very bottom about plug-in chargers. That's for electric vehicles. You make sure you want to mark yes or no on that. And if there is a charger or a cord, make sure you take a picture of it. I always take a picture of it if there is a cord. So it's pretty nice, pretty detailed, and a lot of it will help you out if you ever have a claim against you. Always try to be as detailed as possible on these reports. You never know when that's gonna help you, especially when someone pulls a claim against you. It's always nice to be detailed. If you're not detailed, there's times it can come back and bite you in the ass, and you might end up paying for a windshield, a cord, or a dent, or sometimes I've been charged for a mirror because I didn't notate it. So the more detailed you are, the better. I tried to be a little bit more detailed in this video to show you guys the process of picking up a vehicle on Super Dispatch. I hope this helps you guys out. But yeah, once you go through all your questions, you mark yes, no on all the questions, then you just go up to the very top corner right there, and then you hit save. Once you hit save, it brings you to your next prompt. And there you go. Just scroll down to where it says signature. Tap on your customer signature, and then you collect your signature after that. Oops, I hit the wrong selection. Sometimes they'll let you text the signature, so you just send them a text, and they'll be able to sign it and send it back to you. I rarely use that one. The one that I mostly use, or actually use all the time, is add a customer signature. Once you hit that, it'll prompt you to an area where you can sign, have the customer sign it, and then you can send them a BOL. I'll show you that here in the next prompt. So this is where you collect the customer signature. Customer types in their name, and then they sign it. Once they sign it, you hit save, and then it'll ask if you want to send the customer a BOL. Hit send BOL. It'll ask for a signature, and that's pretty much the end of the process. Once you get your signature, it'll automatically move the vehicle into a delivered box. So just like that, mark delivered, send BOL, you type in the email, and that's pretty much it. After that, let me see, yeah, you just hit send email, and then this vehicle will move over to the delivered section. I'm sorry, to the picked up section. That easy. And here we are at San Diego Odessa. We have our third pick up, ready to go. We picked up our second one earlier. So yeah, this one's ready to get loaded up. We got it started. We had a hard time with the ignition. The key went in, but it just wasn't turning. So I'm not gonna take it out to do the inspection. So I'm gonna do a real quick Super Dispatch inspection, get it loaded up, and start heading back to Phoenix. Not a bad day at all. So I will see you guys tomorrow.